Hi everyone, and welcome back to Total Coins. So in this video we're going to be carrying on with our pre-decimal coin hunt. We've got our tub here that we refilled a couple of weeks ago, and we're going to be searching through looking to add some coins to our albums. But talking of our albums, what we're going to do is we're going to actually go through the albums in this video, just have a look sort of what we're still looking for. We've had sort of quite a good few weeks. We've definitely had a lot of additions since the last time we looked at them. So let's start with the farthings. So we have two books, so 1902 to 1936 and then 1937 to 1956. So with the 1902 ones, so we've got quite a good selection around sort of 1912 to 1921. Nothing before 1912, but then we have also got some from 1923 to 1935. So that is that one, and let's have a look what we've got in this one. So quite a few more in this one. So we're just missing 38 and 45. I'm surprised we've not got 45 because that's quite a high mintage. 23,736,000. And then we've got sort of, we're missing 1946 and 1949. And then we are missing 1953 and 1954 and 1956. Obviously those ones are a lot lower minted than some of the other years. Right, so let's move on to the half pennies. So we've got three albums in this one. So we've got 1860 to 1901, 1902 to 1936, and then 1937 onwards. So let's have a look. So we've got an 1870 halfpenny. I'm not actually sure what video we got that in, but nevertheless it's a nice find. And then we've got a an 1882 H mint mark halfpenny. And that is it for all of the all of these will be Queen Victoria. So there's that one. So 1902 to 1936. So we've got a 1902 and a 1908. Here we go. There's a better selection. So we are missing 1912 and 1913, 1919, 22, 23, 24 and 26. And then from 1930 to 1936. And then from 1937 onwards, we've got quite a good run on these ones. So we are missing a 1940 and a 1946, and from there we have actually got everything from 1947 right the way through to 1967. So we've got a really good run now. Definitely be nice to find sort of those two. So here's hoping. And next we move on to the pennies. So with this one again, we have, let me just make sure they're all in the right order. Nope. Right, so we have from 1881 to 1901, 1902 to 1929, and 1930 to 1966. So, first one that we've got in the pennies is the 1890, which we actually got, I believe, was that last week's hunt? I know it's been since we've refreshed the tub. And then we've got 1895 right the way through to 1901. So that is a really nice sort of run there. I don't know why I haven't put an obverse in here. We have definitely got some. So I will look to get that added in as soon as I finish the video. Alright, so 1902 to 1929. So we are still missing the 1904 and 1905, which I'm really desperate to find those two. And then we've got a really good run here. So all the way from 1911 to 1918. Really good run on them. Make sure they're in properly. So we are still missing the 1918 and 1919 mint marked 1 pennies. 1922 and 1926 is also missing. But we've definitely got a really nice run of the pennies in this album. And then we're on to 1930 to 1966. So we are literally missing 1930 on the first page. We are missing an obverse design for 1949 to 1951. Other than that, we have got everything else on this page. And then we are missing from 1949 through to 1953. So obviously these ones are, obviously apart from the 1949, they are exceptionally low minted. So we've got 240,000 on the 1950 penny, and we've got 120,000 on the 1951. And 1.3 or just over 1.3 million on the 1953. So yeah, they're definitely going to be ones that are going to be a lot harder to find, but that's why we do the hunts. We want to sort of look through and find all the coins that we can. So next we've got the 3 pence. So at the moment I've still only got the 1 album for this one. So we've got from 1937 onwards. So let's have a look. So we've got quite a good run sort of forming here. So we've got what, 38, 40, 45, 46, 49, 50 and 51 that we're missing on this page. We have got the 2 obverses, which is good. And then we are missing a 1953 obverse. We've got, I'd like to try and find another 1954 because that one is in really bad condition. But we're also missing 55, 57 and 63. Oh, move that into frame, sorry. So yeah, we've got a nice sort of run forming on the 3 pence. Obviously I will be looking to try and get the other 3 pence album, but at the moment I don't really have sort of good access to the silver 3 pence. But I think I have got a couple from one of my job lots, job lot unboxings that I've done a few weeks ago. So I'll have a look. I'll see if I can find somewhere that I can get a reliable stream of the silver 3 pence. Then I will have a look at getting them. So the next ones that we have are, yep, 2 6 pence albums. So we've got from 1902 to 1937, 1902 to 1936, and then 1937 to 1967. So obviously with these ones as well, they are going to be extremely hard to find. So we've got one there from 1930. So obviously with this, the ones for this book, they would all be silver, and I think was it 1925, I think it was the last sort of full silver year, and then the rest of them were sort of half silver up until 1947, I want to say. Yeah, I think 1947 was when they went to sort of Cooper nickel. But that's that one, and then sort of 1937 to date. So we have no, that one that's 1947, and that is Cooper nickel. So it's 1946 that was the last year with half silver. So we've got a couple there. So we've got 1947, 1951, a 1957, and 1965, 66, and 67. So yeah, couple. Obviously, we don't tend to find sort of a lot of sixpences, but when we do, sort of, I am always glad to sort of add them to the album. Right, so the next album I've got is obviously my Shillings album. So this is from 1953 to date. This is a completed album. I am going to be looking to get hold of another one so that I can have one specifically for the videos. And this was actually one that I put together before I started making videos on YouTube, actually. So yeah, I haven't been able to sort of get hold of a new album yet for the videos, but as soon as I do, I'll let you know. And we'll do the last two together. So we've got the Florins, or what you would also know as 2 shillings, from 1941 to date. So that would be to sort of about 1967. So we have a good run from 1947 through to 1951, and with these ones it's the same as the sixpences that we were talking about, as well as the sort of the shillings as well. So up to 1946 they were half silver, and then up until 1925, I'm going to say, I'm not 100% sure on that one, 1925 they were full silver. So we have a couple of good obverses, 1954, 1916, 1953. And then we've got a couple here, 62, 65, 67, and then just a couple of large 10p's that I've put in before we started the videos. So yeah, there's a good run there of the 2 shillings, or florins, whatever you want to call them. And then the last one that we've got is 1941 to date, and this is the half crowns. So we found a couple recently, but a couple of these were also from before I started making videos. So we've got 1950 and 1951. Got quite a good run here. So we've got 53 right the way through to 1960. Yep. But we are missing 2 obverses, so we can definitely keep our eyes out for them. And then we are on the last page, we are just missing 1961 and 1966. So yeah, really sort of getting on really well with them. Obviously we did have a bit of a head start because I did have a few of them before we started the hunts. But yeah, so that is the sort of state of play with the albums. So what we'll do now is we'll sort of crack on and we'll see what we can find. So our first pull today is going to be a 1930 1 penny. So that is George V. Very nice, and that is in really good condition actually. Really like the condition of that. So I might have to have a look, see what the one in the album looks like, maybe swap it out. And we have another worn one. Oh, there we go. We've got an 1879. Going by the size, let me just adjust my light. Okay, so going by the size of it, it's going to be a 1 penny. And obviously that is Queen Victoria. So yeah, that is 1879. Very nice. That's definitely a new one for the album. And there we go. We've got Old Faithful right towards the start of the video. So it's a 1967 1 penny. So it's Elizabeth II. So it's all been 1 penny so far. Let's see if we can get something different. There we go. So we have, it's going to be our half penny from, so we can see, 1971. So it's actually, proper title is New Half Penny. So this was the first year of this style of half penny, sort of after decimalisation. Very nice. Not a new one that we need. Actually, yes. Before we carry on, I forgot to pull these ones out as well. So at the moment I haven't got a proper album for the new style half pennies. So I have to keep them in this sleeve, but also they don't fit in the box that I store my albums in. So I always forget to sort of bring them out. So we have, in the new design, we have 1971, 73, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 79, 80 and 82. So yeah, I don't know if you can see some of them. Okay, so obviously we've got a 71. But yeah, no, I know every time we do an album sort of run through, I always forget that one. So, sorry about that, everyone. And we've got another half penny. And this time it is a 1982. So this was actually classed as a half penny, not a new half penny. But yeah, nice find. Obviously, as we've just seen, it is one that we've already got. And there we go. It's our first silver coloured one for the hunt. So it is Elizabeth II, and it is a 1964 half crown. So I think, I can't remember if that's the year that we've already got or not, but we might need one for an obverse. So yeah, that might still get to go in the album. And yet another small half penny, and this one is another 1971, so another new half penny. And we have, so that is an Elizabeth II, and it is a sixpence. So this one is 1954. So yeah, nice one to find. Can't remember off the top of my head if it was one that we needed. But as normal, what I'll do is I'll look after the hunt, and then the annotations will say sort of just down the bottom, probably here, that whether it's a new year or not. And there we go. So we've got a halfpenny from 1967. So that is going to be Elizabeth II. There we go. Very nice. And we have another 1967 1 penny. And what have we got here? Wow. So this, we've had a couple like this, or at least with the obverse design. Is this George the Third? I think looking at that, I think it might be George the Third. Is that a 1 penny? I am not sure. What is going on with my lights today? So let's have a look a bit closer, see if I can see what the date is on the bottom. So I think that says 1806. I don't know if I can see it a bit better on the camera. But yeah, it's 1806 penny. It is, so it's quite chunky. It's really sort of, you compare it, so it's what, near enough double the thickness of the standard penny. It's bigger. Yeah, that is a really interesting one. So with that, what I'll do is I will have a look sort of in more detail sort of after the video, and I will put the details of the coin up in the annotations in the top corner. But yeah, that looks like an 1806 1 penny. Absolutely amazing. So next one we've got is a George the Sixth. So it's a 1944 1 penny. Very nice. And that's another old one, so that is a 1913 1 penny. So is that George the, no, yeah, George the Fifth? Yep. Very nice. Yeah, like that one. And we have So it's another George V. A 1 penny from 1911. Yep, 1911. Very nice. So we've got another one that's had a hole put through it and made it into a necklace. So, and that is 1873. 1 penny. Victoria. I'm not sure if that's going to be a restrike or not. I don't know if that is 100% real. Just by the amount of detail that's on the coin and compared to sort of some of the ones that we've sort of seen. I'll have to look into that one a bit more. But if it is real, it would have been nice to sort of find it without the hole. But it is what it is. Right, so we'll do a couple more. Obviously this video is running sort of quite long with doing the album review as well. So we'll do a couple more and then we'll call it a day. So we have an Elizabeth II. That's a half penny from 1965. Very nice. Obviously not one that we need for the album, but still a nice find nonetheless. And there we go, we've got 1964 1 penny. So that'll be Elizabeth II again. Very nice. So we'll do one more. And the last one is going to be a George V. 1936 1 penny. Very, very nice. So that is going to be the end of today's hunt. Obviously I know it's a bit of a short one with regards to the actual hunting part, but we have done our album review. Star Pool, well, I don't think there's any doubt, is there, of the, from what I can see, 1806 1 penny. Very, very nice. So, as I say, that's going to be the end of today's hunt. Don't forget to hit the like button on the video and subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell icon to be kept up to date when I upload new videos. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Links will be in the description below. And yeah, with that said, sort of thanks for watching. Really hope you enjoyed this hunt and the look through the albums again. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Alright, bye.